こんばんは。私の名前は Alan です。Welcome to East Sussex College. My name is Mark Allen, and my colleague.
I'm Lisa Bartlett.
So we're very happy to spend a little bit of time with you today to show you our college and particularly our business and management degree area. So what we will do is give you a little walk around some of the college so you can see the space. Then we're going to have a little talk from Lisa, who's the lead lecturer for business, about the course. We'll go into a class to see what it actually looks like. And then we'll finish with the presentation and any questions you want to give us. So if we like to bring the camera this way. So as you can see, we're in a very new building. And if we can come right this way, come with me. Now we're trying to get, oh, the camera wants to follow my face. I want the camera to look into the building. So here it goes. So it's a very modern campus, as you can see, and each floor has a different type of education. So we're right at the top, we're on the 5th floor, and this is all our university courses. If we go down one to the 4th floor, that's all art. We have lots of fantastic art facilities. We have separate rooms for print, ceramics, fashion and textiles, photography, metal, glass. Move down to the 3rd floor. These are high school programs. And then the next floors down, hospitality and catering, hair and beauty, sport, and then the cafe is right at the bottom. So you can see it's very different from in Japan. We have lots of different types of students. And one of the advantages of thinking about coming to a college like ours is the fact that we have that big range of students. We have a lot of international students. We have about 200 international students. So you get the support of an award-winning international team. And the classes, if you joined Lisa's business degree, the classes are very small.
Yeah, the maximum size is normally around 12. Today you'll see a class of 8, which is actually quite normal as well. We go for quality and delivering teaching that meets your learning needs. And we're very flexible in our approach.
Brilliant. So we're going to go for a little walk so that you can see where we are, because this campus is right in the center of the town. And I just want you to see, it's quite a nice day. It's a little bit sunny. So we're now going to get the camera to look at these posters. So our focus today is the business and management degree, but I just want to show you some of the other degrees. So we're very different from a university because we're a college with a university course. So these are the degrees we have. We have a lot of degrees in art and creative subjects. So we got fine art, designer maker, which is people who want to be kind of usually a self-employed artist making their own products and selling them. Visual communication, graphic design. We also have illustration, and we've had some brilliant Japanese students who are very, very good at illustration, photography, and the moving image. And then the more high-tech end of creativity, animation, and where's your business? And here, this is what we're going to be talking about today. Business, your route to success up the stairs. So those are the different types of degrees we offer. Let's go and see where we are. So this campus is right in the center of town. So it's very easy to access. Come with me. Come with me, everybody in Japan. Now, what I'm going to hope, you might not be able to do this, just behind me, out of the window, is the train station. So you are about 30 seconds from the train station. So that can take you to the nearest city of Brighton or up to London. It's a very, very easy to move around. That's okay. And now we're going to go and see the back of the building, because obviously when you come from Japan, one of the things we also have is dedicated accommodation staff. So we have an accommodation and welfare officer here in Hastings, and we will either put you with a host family, if that's what you want, but there are also 2 private residences. Now we're going into an art room now. So you'll see some interesting things. So all of our art students have their own workspaces where they put their work. And if you come as close as you can to the window, so this is the back of the campus. So you can just see what the town looks like here. Small houses, very, very different from Japan. And this building site, this construction site at the back, is a private residential building. So if you chose to come in September 2025, you'd have 3 accommodation options. There's 2 private residences very near the college, or we have host families. Okay, now we're going to walk into the university area. Yeah. And as Lisa said, if you could make sure I'm not going to walk into anything, yes, I'll walk backwards. Thank you.
You walk.
Thank you. So if you're a very, very strong student, if your English is very strong, you're full of confidence, and you're very good at your subject, then you should choose the best university you possibly can. If you think you might need a bit more support with your language, or with your accommodation, or just with your support, the kind of care that you would get from Lisa in her business degree and from my international team will make sure you are successful, because it is a big step to go from Japan to the UK. It's exciting, but it is quite challenging. Right, we're now moving into the lovely university area. I've got one more window to take you to look through, and then we'll go into a class. So I'll probably say this several times, but classes of 12 is completely different from most universities that would have classes of like 80 to 100. So the contact you have with a lecturer like Lisa is very unusual. You don't really get that at most universities.
This is actually one of the business classrooms.
Come on in. And my final little window moment is just to show you out here. So the buildings you can see here, that's the center of town. That's the banks, the shops. Look, they're about 5 minutes away. And then up on the hill is the castle. It's a very historic town. And then if we slightly pan to the right, that is the sea. And in the summer, I swim in the sea. It's not warm, but it is okay. So you are right in the center of the town. Very safe, very lively, creative town. Okay, and now we're going to move into one of the business classrooms and just see for about 10 minutes just what it's like. So I'm going to stop talking and we'll just listen to the teacher.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. When they come in, you can wave to our Japanese friends.
Hi.
Come on in.
Are you going to take the view over there? Have a look? Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
We're just doing social proof theory at the moment, so we're doing a little bit of work on that. Secondly, scarcity. scarcity, the less there is of it, the more you want it. Give me an example. Can you think what?
Diamonds.
Sorry?
Diamonds.
Diamonds. Oh, yeah, okay. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Were you thinking that? Or yeah. So therefore, in a sense, if it's if you're going on holiday and you see only 6 places left on that particular package, you're more likely to be attracted to it than say, oh, there's thousands left. Yeah.
What about panic buying?
Panic buying. Oh, excellent example. Go on, explain what we mean by panic buying.
Well, if there's the idea that there might be a reduced amount of stock or petrol or whatever, then everybody goes out and gets it because they.
The toilet rolls.
Toilet rolls.
Exactly. Yeah.
Toilet rolls, definitely.
Pandemic. Toilet rolls.
Yeah. So scarcity. The more scarce something is, the more you want it. That's a general rule
Like
of thumb.
limited edition as well.
You'll feel you're missing out. Definitely sense that you're missing out. Okay, if you feel that you haven't got what they're saying is scarce
It might
resource.
also be advised, you know, when you've got a shopping cart and they put a time limit, you must check out within the next 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that the same theory?
Absolutely. Yes.
And then I'm
Time
going
scale.
to check out when I lose my last.
That's right. So therefore, it's all part of
Yeah.
scarcity. How scarcity can influence you towards buying a particular product or service.
Oasis tickets.
Sorry?
Oasis tickets.
Oasis ticket. Oh, very good
Coldplay
example.
Oasis tickets.
Ah,
Did you not get them?
No.
I didn't get it.
I remember having to sit at home buying Oasis tickets from Redbridge.
So therefore, do anyone get Oasis tickets?
Yeah, I got Oasis tickets.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
wow.
for me.
Wow. That's
My brother's friends got them. So.
That's right, and even non-Oasis fans want to get the tickets. They can just—it's almost like, oh well, I've got some.
Ticket
Yeah.
scalpers.
Okay, let's move on. Third key principle: authority. What we're looking at here is that individuals who are authoritative, they're credible, they're knowledgeable experts. You're more likely to buy from them. You're more likely to believe them. It's a little bit like trusted doctor syndrome, you know? If you could ask loads of people, you could Google what your symptoms are and it might come up. You could do AI now, you know, type in what you've got, what's it come up with? Well, you'd probably trust a person more, and not just any person, but someone who's got a medical qualification. The higher the level of medical qualification, the more credible they become, the more likely you are to actually trust.
So like social media, you've got the blue ticks, haven't you, that verify people's accounts.
Yeah.
Anyone can get verification now. You can buy them.
But on the basis that it means something, and that people are more likely to respond to your output because you've been verified.
That's good. We'll come back to how social media fits in with this right at the end. Okay, that's good. So therefore, if you were looking at something like buying a cricket bat, you might have a certain amount more credibility if it's from an England batsman. Yeah, an England cricket batsman. If they say, well, this is a good bat, you're more likely to trust them than you are someone who doesn't play cricket. Okay, so authority, a third core principle. Fourthly, there's it's commitment and consistency. Okay, so therefore, if you could imagine self-image here, and you imagine you're a healthy person, if you can recognize that person believes that they are a healthy person, it's much more easy to sell to them something to do with being healthy. Okay, because everyone likes to be consistent, or most people like to be consistent. We said at the start, 95% of people are basically copiers, imitators. Yeah, are not initiators. So therefore, if you can actually convince people they are that person, they are a healthy person, and you're selling a health product, it's much more money than buying. Then of course you can refer that to us as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Could you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Could you all say matane? That's see you later. Okay, let's turn our camera people round. So we'll go and sit down and have a chat.
Yeah, we'll
so I
go-
forgot that bit.
yeah.
So that gives you an example of the kind of interaction that happens on our degrees, because we're lucky we can have those really small classes, so the relationship with the lecturer is very close. Lots of time that the lecturer can ask individual questions to lots of different students. I think, well, there are 8 students in there, something like that. So again, if you are a student who thinks you need that kind of support, this is a really good option for you to think about. The contrast at a big university is that lecture with 100 students. It's a very different experience, so much less interaction with the teacher. In the light. So we'll just sit down. I'm going to sit down for a minute, and we'll just let Lisa talk to you for a few minutes about the business and management degree.
Are we physically sitting?
Yeah.
We'll make ourselves comfortable.
Yes.
So hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the course leader here at East Sussex College Group in Hastings for business management. And I think we produce excellent students through a really strong course. In the first year with us, we target the fundamentals of business. So even if you haven't studied business before, you can still access this course. We teach you all the elements that are the foundations of a business manager. We'll cover things like marketing, finance, the business environment. And then what happens in the second year is we elevate and dive deep into some of those subjects. And we have selected subjects that are globally important. They're not subject specific to the UK. There are skills that are transferable across the whole world. What we keep up to date very much with technology. So we bring AI into the lectures. We look at digital solutions. We bring in global theories as well to really broaden your horizons through the course. In the final year, where we get very serious, we then bring in some of the more, what we call the heavier subjects, business strategy. We look at globalization, innovation. We also allow you the freedom to create and write your own research project on an area that you've found that you've enjoyed throughout your studies. We also put quite a big emphasis on entrepreneurial skills, giving people the skills to go out and create their own businesses, develop their own ideas, and hopefully to become the leaders of the future in business. We have small classes. We're never going to be large, but what we can offer you is a very tailored, very personal degree experience, well supported. We have tutorials. We provide academic and professional support throughout all 3 years of the course. And so we don't only teach you about how to write a report, we'll teach you how to develop your interpersonal skills, your time management, planning, communication, and presenting. So we offer a package that when you leave us after 3 years of study, you are confident, competent, and able to either go on to further studies in masters of an area you're interested in, or to start your own business, or to become leaders in existing organisations. So I hope I've given you a flavour of what we're like. But we also have a lot of fun as well. Just to say, it's not all about the study. As you saw from the class there with Rob, it's about you enjoying your lectures with us. And we use you a lot as well. We link into your experiences and what you've understood from working or seen from the world. So it makes it real to you as well. So it's a bit of theory, but it's also a bit of applied real life stuff as well. So I hand back to Mark.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. So we're going to the last part of this webinar. We're going to move into a small office and I'm going to do a short presentation, mainly so you can see some photographs of what it looks around here. I don't know if you've been to the UK before, and then Lisa and I will be available for the last part just to answer any questions. So we're going to move off now. I'm going to walk ahead so I log into my laptop. So I'm just going to log in separately. So sorry, this bit isn't very interesting, is it? Watching me sit at a laptop while
What you've actually walked through as well is the back office of the college. And as you can see, we have a large team that aren't teachers, that aren't lecturers, that are providing support to us. So we get a lot of help from different areas within the business as well. Hopefully, we shall be joining you as a participant on your call now.
Okay, good. So I think we're set for me to go. So I'm just going to share my screen. I'm just going to mute there.
Make sure you're deactivating the sound there.
Just done it. Sorry, no. Here we go. Okay, so I'm hoping you can now see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so, and oops, let me just go back one. So first simple thing, you might know this already where we are, but this is the UK and this is where we are, down here in the sunny southeast part. Lisa's laughing because it's not that sunny.
It is, but it's not always.
Yes, I mean, you know what English weather is like. I'm sure you've heard about that. Actually, it's quite nice today and mild, not too hot. So the top of that circle would be London and the bottom of the coast is where we are. That's where our college is. So I have said this before, but I'm going to say it again. So these are the reasons to think about coming to a college like ours for your degree. So you've seen, I think we've got really good facilities. This is a major one that Lisa's been talking about, that small class size. So lots of interaction with the teacher, the lecturer. You'd be supported by my international team. And we've been looking after Japanese students for 30 years. And we've won a lot of awards for our care. So your accommodation, we would look after that, your visa application. And if you wanted some English language courses just to kind of help your confidence, that's fine. You can just join a class. There's no charge for that. And as a university centre, we do very, very well. We got 90% student satisfaction. Nationally, that is 80%. So that's a big difference. And you can see the kind of passion and the warmth of the staff. But your degree is given to you from the University of East Anglia. So you can see it on, let me get rid of that, on the other side of my screen. This is a sample of what your bachelor's degree would look like. So we teach it, but the certificate is given from the University of East Anglia, which is a top 25 university. So that's going to really help you in your future career. The international team, as I've said, we're very, very good. We've been the #1 college for 11 years. And we have won awards for how we try to integrate international and local students. And we have a dedicated team for your visa, for your accommodation, and for your support once you're here. This is a little photograph of Hastings, and you've seen some of that outside the window. So they're small towns, they're typically English, on the sea, it's a holiday town, lots of creative, cultural, interesting things happen in Hastings. That's the campus that you saw when we looked over the balcony at the top. This is just to show you the other campuses. This is Lewis. So you can see again, very small, very beautiful, historic. That's Eastbourne. That's an old Victorian town with a beautiful seafront. We have a small new campus in New Haven, right in a harbour where we teach marine biology. And your nearest city is Brighton. That's a lovely city to visit as a young person. 2 universities, lots of art students, lots of interesting little shops, as well as big shopping malls like this. And Japanese food is very, very, very popular in the UK. So in Brighton, you can almost buy anything: sashimi, sushi, bento, gyoza, noodles. We love it. The accommodation, I said you've got 3 options. You could be with a host family if you want that extra support. There's the new residential building at the back, which is being built now. Or these are some photographs from a residence that's just 2 minutes down the road, and we can help arrange that for you. When you're a student at the college, you are 100% one of our students. You'll be given a photo. I'm looking in the wrong camera, aren't I?
You have both. So you're like very professional, both angles.
Okay, thank you. So you will get a lanyard, an ID card. That means you're safe to come into the college, and it means we stop anyone else who hasn't got one of these. And this means you're 100% one of our students, so you can join any of the activities that are happening in the college. So this is just an example of some of the things: art clubs, photography, trips, all kinds of things. And to finish, just a summary. So we've got here, these are our degrees. So we're a college. So we're like a senior high school, like a vocational college and a university all in one place. So we think that makes a really interesting body of students. So business and management is what we've been talking about you today. We also have these creative subjects: fine art, photography, graphic design, illustration, designer maker and design on our Lewis campus, animation and music production. On our website, there's 2 international students talking about their experiences, but I'm going to stop so that there's plenty of time for questions. Oh, I am going to show you this actually, if I can. This is a short film that would just give you a taste of what the college does, because it is very different from education in Japan. So there's no talking in this. It's just a couple of minutes that will show you some of the activities, some of the different types of students that are here. And I would be thinking, do you like the idea of coming to somewhere where there's all these different types of students that you could get to know and talk to? I don't think you can hear the music, which I think is quite a good thing, because it's very tense music and it's very exciting. It makes me feel very emotional. So I will just talk over this. So this is the Lewis campus. This is Eastbourne campus. And these films of students just show you the massive range of different types of courses that we run here. This is one of our students who got very emotional because they were the gold medalist in world skills for hair and beauty. This is the New Haven marine biology. So you can see we also have students doing professional, technical, vocational courses, green technology, a lot of performing arts students, and lots of events. If you like sport, we have a lot of sport facilities, have students studying hospitality and catering, hair and beauty. So it's a very lively kind of a place to be. There we go. And lots of smiling students. Okay, and there we go. So, arigato. So I'll stop sharing. And now we're very, very happy for Lisa and I to answer any questions you might have about the course.
Yeah.
And please, if you want to talk in Japanese, of course, that's
Okay.
fine. I won't understand it. But
Our Japanese isn't very good.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Lisa, for this amazing tour. It was very nice to see the live classroom. Yeah, so I'm just going to ask people if they have any questions in Japanese, if you don't mind. Yeah, thank
of
you.
course.
はい。皆様ありがとうございました。ですね、今からちょっと質問タイムに入りますので、もし、ご質問ある方ですね、チャットの方で、打っていただくか、ミュートでお話ししていただけます。Okay, so while I wait for them to ask questions, can I ask you questions as well? Yeah.
Of course.
So, it's just quickly, I just saw the cafeteria picture in that film. Do you guys have a cafeteria in the facility where they can actually buy some hot meals?
Yes, if we, I didn't show you around the whole campus,
yeah.
but on the ground floor there is a cafeteria for hot meals, and then there's also a Costa coffee shop if you just want to buy a pastry and a coffee. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. はい、今ちょっとですね、学校の中にですね、カフェテリアがある写真があったので、ちょっと質問したんですけども、学校内にですね、実際に作ってくれるようなカフェテリアがあったり、コスタコーヒーっていうカフェですね、も学内にあるので、もし、はい、寮とかで滞在されている方で、ちょっと料理とかは、あまりしないなっていう人もですね、こういったカフェとかご利用いただいて、ご飯食べていただくことも可能かなと思います。はい。So, what is the popular subject for, I mean, not subject, modules, nowadays for business management?
Okay, I'll just pass that question to Lisa. So
yeah.
the question is, what are the popular modules on the business management?
At the moment, my students like the business development module, where we go through the whole concept of creating an idea about a potential business and taking it all the way through to pitching it, so selling the idea to people in industry. So they really enjoy that. And they also like the digital media, social media and marketing elements, I think. So yeah, there's quite a few, but there's an opportunity to do lots of different areas while you're with us.
Okay, thank you. はい、今ちょっとどんなモジュールが最近人気があるかお伺いしたんですけども、やっぱりビジネスディベロップメントですね、ビジネスのアイディアから考えていって、最終的にそのアイディアをですね、実際のローカルのビジネスにプレゼンして、アイディアをですね、売ったりとかっていうようなこともクラスでやってくれてるそうです。最近ソーシャルメディアのマーケティングとかっていうのもかなり人気があるそうです。Okay, I'm getting some questions from the students today. So it's in Japanese, so I'm trying to read now and then translate in English. Yeah.
大丈夫？
Great course. 今ちょっと質問いただいてます。学位コースでは講師は何人いらっしゃるのでしょうか？それぞれ業界のバックグラウンドをお持ちですかってことですね。Okay, so about the professors or the lecturers, how many of you guys and then what kind of background do you guys have as a lecturer and professors?
Okay. The question is about the professors, lecturers,
Yep.
and about how many and what's your background.
We have generally 4 lecturers that will teach you over the 3 years, possibly 5, and we have a very mixed background. I came to teaching quite late, so I had 30 years of business and management experience. I've worked in very large multinational organisations, but I've also run charities, and some of my colleagues are very academic. So they've been studying and have masters in their economics and business. So together, we bring both sides of your learning together. The academic excellence with my applied and practical experience of how it actually works in the real world. And there's a few of the lecturers in between that have a mix, that are academically strong and experience strong as well. So we bring a happy mix to the group.
Okay, thank you so
I
much,
hope that
Lisa.
explains it.
Yeah. はい。レクチャラーとかですね、教授の方とかのバックグラウンドの、質問いただいてたんですけども、今、イーストサセックスカレッジに4名、いらっしゃるそうです。で、それぞれ皆様いろんなバックグラウンドをお持ちで、実際に業界で働いている、働いてた方だったりとか、もしくは、そういったもうアカデミアの方で、経済学とかのバックグラウンドをお持ちの方とかっていういい、バランスで、授業を行っているので、両方のいいところですね。はい。学位取る際にですね、体験できるということですね。はい。So I have another question. It's about the students, what kind of industry they go to after the graduation, and do they stay in the UK or do they usually go back to their home country and then start business? Or so, do you have a general ideas?
Yeah, okay. I'll answer the second part of that question, and I'll let Lisa prepare for the first part.
Yes.
What do students tend to do after they finish the degree? In terms of what you will come from Japan, you'll have a student visa that will be for the length of your course. And then when you finish your course, as you're in your final 3rd year, UK degrees are 3 years, you can apply for a graduate route visa, which gives you 2 years of working in the UK, if that's what you wanted to do. So I'll let you translate that back, and then Lisa will answer the first thing about what students tend to go and do.
Yeah. はい。ですね、ビジネスの学位取得された後はですね、基本的にイギリスの大学の学位っていうのは3年間なんですけども、その後に、卒業後ですね、2年間の、グラジュエットビザが、もらえますので、その間にですね、もし、働く、機会が、欲しい、海外でちょっと働いてみたいとかっていう方はですね、その期間でいろいろと、ご経験していただけるそうです。はい。Okay.
What do students go and tend to do after they've finished?
Our students generally go down 3 routes. We've had students that have gone on to study a master's degree, which is a level 7 qualification in the UK, in specific fields. So they may have done a master's in business administration. We've had one that's gone off to do a marketing master's. This is in recent years. Other students leave us and take the ideas that they formed during their time with us and set up their own businesses. So we've had people that have created consultancy businesses. They have gone and set up their own management companies. We also have people that have gone into industry, and that's the most common route, where people have been taken and have gone on to what we call in the UK degree apprenticeships. So they've finished their degrees and they're the next stage of the graduate apprenticeship schemes. So they've gone on to study as at master's levels whilst working in big, large organisations. We've had some that have gone international. We have people that have moved to Dubai and are working within banking. A wide range of areas. And we also have some students that have now been employed by this organisation within the college. One is in the international team, she is, and another is actually training to be a lecturer. And if you come and study with us from September next year, you will meet that person who is in training.
Thank you.
So a wide range.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me translate in Japanese now. はい。ありがとうございます。質問の方がですね、どういったところ、就職した方いらっしゃいますかとかっていう、お話だったんですけども、大きくは3つあるそうです。1つはですね、そのまま、マスターズディグリーとかに行ったりして、修士号をですね、取られる方だったり、実際に、ご自身で、やっぱりビジネスを立ち上げて、コンサル業界だったり、マネジメントのお仕事ですね、をしたりとかっていうような方。はい。で、また、そうですね、もう一つがですね、そのまま、勉強した後にですね、カレッジの方でですね、トレーニングとして、レクチャーになる方だったりとか、そのまま、学校で、就職をしている方とかっていうのも、いらっしゃるそうですので、いろいろな、機会があるかなというふうに思います。はい。Another question about So you mentioned about the degree is from University of East Anglia. So is it possible to actually go on to some master's degree in University East Anglia? That's the question we got from a student. Yeah.
Thank you. So the question is, the degree is awarded from the University of East Anglia. Is it possible to go on to a master's at the University of East Anglia?
Yes, there is the ability to move into a master's field with the University of East Anglia. You would apply as you completed in the third year. There's also masters in other universities as well in the UK that would welcome students from the cohort.
Okay. Yes.
So it's any university.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. はい。ですね、イーストサセックスカレッジでビジネスの学位修了された後ですね、いろいろなイギリスの中の大学院であったりとか、他の国のですね、修士号を取るための大学院ですね、進学することも可能です。Okay, thank you. So I might ask you a question as well. So which course do you recommend for more mature student with maybe already a first degree?
Any of the degrees. The question was, which course would we recommend for a more mature student? So Lisa will probably answer. I'll answer first. As we walk around the degree area, you'd see a great range of ages. I think we recently had a man aged 80 who
80.
completed his art degree.
Fine art, yes.
I think part-time, and obviously he didn't need it for work. But so it is quite a mature cohort.
My students on my business management course range from 18 up to this year 57. So we have a broad range of ages, and people come to us for a variety of reasons. But across the whole of our higher education group, across all the colleges, that is replicated. We have students that come straight up from high school, straight into our degrees, and we have people in their 20s who maybe want to increase their knowledge and understanding, but we also have people that are very mature in their 50s that come to us. But it's a good balance.
Okay.
A good balance.
Thank you.
do you have graduate diploma course or?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So it's
Uh,
bachelor degree.
It's about, do we have graduate diploma course? If you did the first 2 years,
Yeah, in business management, when we created the degree program, the intention was students to stay for the full 3 years. However, we do understand that circumstances do change. And so after the first year, if the student is no longer able to complete, they get a certificate in business management. The second year, they get a diploma in business management, which is a level 5 qualification, and then the full degree is then awarded after 3 years. The certificate and the diploma are also validated by the University of East Anglia. However, we don't take students onto the course that just want to do 1 year.
okay.
Okay.
So essentially, you have, if something changed in your life, you have options after year 1 and year 2 to end with a qualification from the University of East Anglia.
Okay, thank you so much. I saw there is a business management top-up course. What kind of students do enroll in these top-up courses?
What kind of students enroll in the top-up courses?
We have the top-up degree course that we do, which is a 1 year or 2 years part-time, are usually people who are in the workplace and they feel as if they need that extra qualification to move on into maybe more senior management roles. In recent years, I've had a senior inspector in the police service come through. I've had an entrepreneur who has been successfully running businesses for a number of years and wanted that validation of their skills. We also have at the moment somebody who is a manager in their field and actually has a master's in their field, but wants to move into a more senior management role that is much broader. So that top-up year, we also have some students coming in with a lot more life experience and management experience. So
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's great to hear. Thank you. Let me explain this in Japanese, as we have more mature students as a company. はい。ちょっと、イーストサセックスカレッジの方でですね、ビジネスマネジメントのトップアップのコースがあったので、どういった学生の方がですね、参加されているのかちょっと聞いてみたんですけども、やっぱりすでにですね、もう、社会人やられてる方だったりとか、もう、すでに管理レベルで、お仕事をされてる方とかがですね、さらなる、活躍、っていうところですね、目指されて、こういったトップアップコースですね、を取って、学位として、取得されるっていうようなことも、行っているそうです。最近ではですね、このイーストサセックスカレッジでも、警察署のですね、シニアレベルの方が、入っていただいて、そういった学位ですね、取られる方もいらっしゃったそうです。Okay. Yeah.
Could I just add something
Yes,
to
of
that?
course.
Because they said they have quite a few mature students interested. As we've been walking around, I've been saying, if you're really strong, you're really confident, you're very good with your skills, apply to the best place you possibly can. If you are somebody that needs more support, thinks you would benefit from these small classes, the kind of warmth you're seeing from Lisa today, then that's why you should be thinking about a college like ours. But also, if you are a more mature student, because that is a different transition coming, some of the students will be 18, 19, 20. And having that smaller class, that close interaction with the teachers, the lecturers is really important. And as you can see, we have lots of those students.
Might I add as well that for mature students coming to us, we put together a package that supports you academically. Often, I was a mature student, so I know how it goes. You forget through the years of being in work how to academically write, how to do dissertations, how to all the skills you need as a student. we provide those in a package throughout the year to support your learning. And might I add, we have very good outcomes here. Very good grades come from our students. I think the last 2 or 3 years, 40% of our students are getting first class honours degrees. So we're very proud that we support our students, whether they come for the 3 years or the top up, to get the best results that they can.
Okay, thank you. はい、今ちょっと追加の情報をいただいたんですけども、やっぱりSAUK ですね、社会人の方からのお問い合わせとかっていうのも結構多いので、もうちょっとですね、年が、上の方に向けてですね、どういった、サポートがあるのかっていうところを聞いてたんですけども、はい、実際にですね、やっぱりもう社会人としてすごい長いことお仕事されている場合で、アカデミックに戻った時ですね、レポートの書き方だったり、エッセイの書き方だったりっていうのがですね、もうちょっと忘れちゃってるっていう方もいるかと思います。そういったところでですね、こういったカレッジですね、少し小さめの学校でしたら、クラスルームにですね、やっぱり8名、10名とかっていうような少人数でやってますので、手厚いサポートが、受けられるっていうような、はい、内容になっております。で、リサさんもですね、ご自身が、実際にですね、社会人になってから、後からですね、学位を取られたということだったので、そういったところでですね、通常の大学に行って、学部課程に若い10代の方、10代の学生とかと一緒に勉強するっていうよりかは、もうちょっと落ち着いた雰囲気でしっかりやっていきたいっていう方はですね、こういったカレッジもおすすめです。はい。で、こういったサポートのおかげでですね、過去2、3年はずっとですね、40% の以上の学生がファーストクラスで学位を取られてるってことなので、結果もですね、ちゃんと出てるかなというふうに思います。Okay, we don't have any more questions from us. Do you guys have anything to add in the
Any questions from our side?
Yeah.
I would just say, if you do think of any questions afterwards, we work very closely with SIUK. We've worked together for over 25 years, so
Yeah.
we talk all the time. So just please ask questions if you do, and if you're interested, I'm happy to talk to you again on Zoom if you're serious about coming. We very much welcome you. Thank you. ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much. はい。もしですね、この後にですね、質問があったりとか、ちょっと興味がある方ですね、お問い合わせいただきましたら、弊社とですね、イーストサセックスカレッジもですね、パートナーシップ結んでからかなり長い間ですね、やってきてますので、どんなことでもですね、聞いていただけるということなので、ぜひ、お問い合わせいただければと思います。Okay, Mark and Lisa, thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Sayonara.
Yes, thank you. Bye.